sympathetic dominance. When we get stuck in our sympathetic nervous system, or we have an overactive reptilian brain because we're overstimulated by stressful events, we produce a condition which is called sympathetic dominance. That's really important. Remember that. And that means that we have dominance of the reptilian brain over all other parts of our brain. That means that 90% of our brain has shut off. That means that 90% of the brain is shut off. And all of your blood, glucose, and energy is flowing into this reptilian brain and looking what you need to fight, what you need to run from, and where you can get pleasure. And that's a very limited band of perception that we have in that part of the brain. It's a very limited experience that we have in that part of the brain. And that means that we're looking for instant gratification. We're looking for that Netflix. We're looking for that burger. We're looking for pizza, for chocolate, for sleeping in bed, for being really comfortable and doing all of these things that we think make us feel safe. And yes, those things are good for us if we live in the jungle and 99% of the time we're climbing trees and running fast and hunting and fighting and carrying rocks. Then that's good to have that part of your brain working because it helps you. But because we live in such comfortable environments, having that part of our brain in sympathetic dominance actually creates disease in our brains, and it creates disease in our bodies. If we have too much adrenaline and cortisol pumping through our blood, and we have all of our energy going out to our extremities, to our arms and our legs, and all of the blood, glucose and oxygen being sucked out of the brain and going into our limbs to be able to fight and flight, then that causes disease.